Hello, this is Simple Solidworks. Today we're going to touch on how to create a basic extrude cut. For those who have been following last lesson, we created this extrusion here. So now we're going to add a few holes, or as they call it, extrude cuts. So we're going to put a cut on this face. We're also going to put a cut on this surface, and today I will teach you how to use a reference geometry, how to add it so that you can do a cut on on that reference geometry going this direction. So let's get started. So again, if you want to create a cut on this particular face, it's good for you to click on it. You can say normal to, then you say extrude cut. You pick that face, you create, let's say we're going to do an extrude cut as a circle. You can hover around it. If you notice, it creates a little center spot for you. If you click on that, then you can grow from there. You can put quick dimension on that. We're going to say it's going to be 1.75. And you see that the sketch is already black. Again, that's always good. It's constraint to the center of this particular arc here, or this surface that looks like a circle, right? So it's concentric to this circle here. And that's why it's constrained. So once you confirm that and you got your sketch hold the side you want it, you confirm that here at the top. You accept the drawing. Now here's where you get all these options. You can do a blind. Again, similar to the extrusion, you can do an extrusion blind, but you can also do a cut blind. If you choose that option, you could potentially find yourself in a quick little pickle, and I will show you why. I am going to first make it 1. And you're going to say, you know what, I think that's where I want it to go. Again, you can go the opposite way, but if you go the opposite way, it's going to yell at you because it doesn't have something to cut. So it's better just to let the software do the smarts for you. It's telling you that it's going this way, and you say, okay, that's good, that's what I want. And you confirm that, and you have your hole. Now, the reason I said you might get yourself in a pickle if you just put a cut at a distance is because if your design intent is that for this piece is not quite finalized yet, you don't know that the thickness of this is actually 1. I know it's 1 because I made it. See, I know that's 1. See this blue dimension here? That tells you the distance or the depth of this part. And I know it's 1, and I've clicked on this and I know that's 1 as well, so I know it's going through. However, if in the future your engineer comes back to you and says, well, you know, that's going to be 1.5, and you click on this and you say 1.5, you're going to notice that it grew, but your cut is no longer going through. Okay, and that is not a good feeling because you might forget. If you forget to correct both sides, then you know you're going to end up turning in a drawing or something and it's not going to work right. So going back to the cut extrude, if you right click on it and you say edit feature, there's other options. One of those options up here, instead of being a blind, you can say either through all or up to surface. I like to pick up to surface because then it's going to tell you, see it's highlighted there what it needs. You pick the surface that it wants. So now, if you confirm that, you'll get your hole. The good part about this is later on that engineer comes back and says he wants it to be 2. You would always have that hole poking all the way through. And you don't have to go back into the cut, make it 2, and so forth. It's already automatically adjust for you. So let's take this back. I'm going to say 1. I'm going to confirm. And back. And now you still have your hole. Okay, so now again, if you want to make a cut here, you click on this. I always like to look at it. You can say, well, I'm going to do another extrude cut. I'm going to place it there. This one's going to be a rectangular shape. I'm going to say somewhere, let's do this type. Somewhere there, and I'm just going to grow it out a little bit. Then I'm going to put a dimension on that. I'm going to say 1, and then I'm going to say 0.25. So now you got the little cut. You know you want it to be sort of a half a cut going through. You can do it many ways. Again, this is just a quick version of it. You say features, you say cut. It's going to go through the whole. Now you can also, on this one, you can say through all. It's going to go through the whole part, or you can give it a distance. Confirm that, and you have another cut going across. So you have one way to make a circle, you have a cut to make a slot of some sort, and that gives you two options on how to make a cut. Now the next option is this angle here. Let's say, for instance, you need to make a cut, but the cut has to go perpendicular to this face or parallel to this face, not going in but going across. But you don't have a plane. You can do it this way, or you can create a plane. Also, you can create a reference geometry, a plane. You can pick on this face here. Let's say, oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's delete that. Let's pick the edge, and you can pick this reference geometry there. Let's try it a different way. Let's do, oops. Let's go to the bottom here. Yeah, let's do that. So now you have a reference plane going straight now. You confirm that, and now you have a reference plane in which you can make your sketch and cut through here. So again, you can say, well, I want to sketch there, look at it. I want to do an extrude cut. Again, you can always orientate your stuff as you work around in case you kind of get lost. I get lost pretty easy with this sometimes. And you can start with a rectangular shape. Again, you can always fix this on the fly. You can say, well, this is not where I want it. I want it there. You see how it turns yellow? That tells you this has been plotted into the middle point of that. You can say, I want this to be 2. And I want this to be 0.5. So now you have that, and you say, okay, confirm the sketch. And you can say blind through all. You confirm that. Now you have your sort of a slot going in a weird angle this way. So those are the 2 ways you can create, or several ways you can create a cut inside of Solidworks. You can make a hole, you can make a slot, you can use reference geometry to sort of work your way at the right angle. You can pick the face. So this command allows for a lot of modifications and ways to do it. Again, there's many ways to do these cuts. You can, if I right click here and I say edit, there's many ways to do it on this side, and you can change the direction going this side and so forth. So useful command. Thanks for watching.